Baylor baseball has wrapped up their regular season at home, and they ended it on a positive note. The Bears face a talented Oklahoma State team this weekend, and going into today's matchup, they have yet to pick up a win in the series. But the Bears bounced back in the 8th inning and forced extra innings, resulting in a walk-off win. The Bears have not been swept all season long, and they avoided that in today's test. Gabe Craig kept on doing what he's been doing all season long on the mound, coming up big late in the game. He kept the Cowboys from coming back as their last hit was in the 6th inning. All tied up 4-4 in the top of the 10th, and OSU gets a balk. This advance kept to second base, putting Reebok at the plate, but another intentional walk brought Simmons up. And this is when it got crazy. Simmons hits a grounder, and after the shortstop bobbled the ball, Kempt beat the throw by inches at home plate, and the Bears go crazy, storming the field. You could see the celebration. They all immediately ran out of the dugout and went out to right field. Head coach Mitch Thompson says it was overall a team effort.
We give them a run early. We give them a couple more there at in the end to expand it to 4-1, but they didn't quit. They kept coming back and put really good swings on their best bullpen arms there in the 8th and the 10th or whatever, and got it done. I'm really proud of Scoob. It's obviously a heck of a fun win to see the guys storm the field at the end of the game, and after we balked them twice, I was glad that they got one too. So turnabout's fair play.
The Bears will travel down to Orlando, Florida to take on UCF next weekend for their last series of the regular season. First pitch is set for Thursday at 5 p.m. And after that, the Bears will shift all of their focus on the postseason. The Big 12 tournament is right around the corner as the Bears are expected to play on the first day of the tournament on May 21st. Heading on down to College Station, today was Selection Sunday for NCAA softball, and the Aggies found out who they will face for their first test. The Aggies will face St. Francis University on Friday in the College Station Texas Regional. Marist and Liberty will also be competing in this regional with the Aggies and the Red Flash. The first pitch is set for 2:30 p.m. on Friday. Head coach Tricia Ford says they're ready to bring momentum into the postseason.
They've just done a great job from the very beginning of the year to now of just continually being consistent on the field, being consistent in the batter's box, being consistent on defense and in the circle. And we learned from last year. I think that's the other thing. We have a lot of kids that came back after last year's heartbreak, and it's time for us to, rewrite the books this year.
For the first time ever, the Texas A&M softball team was supposed to compete for the SEC title against 8-time College World Series Oklahoma, but due to the severe weather, the championship was canceled, so that means the Aggies and the Sooners are co-SEC champs. Now they are off to regionals, and you can see how excited they are. A&M baseball is back at it as they took on Missouri for Game 3. Mizzou hasn't won an SEC game all season as they came into the series 0-24. The Maroon and White went into Game 3 trying to avoid a sweep, but they came up short. The Aggies fell to the Tigers 10-1. This is not the outcome they wanted, but the good news is the Aggies still have a few regular season games left. A&M will face Georgia on the road on Tuesday. First pitch is set for 5 p.m. And in case you missed it, the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame inducted their 2025 class this weekend. One of the newest members is former Copperas Cove football player and Heisman Trophy winner Robert Griffin III. During his time as a Bulldog, he led Copperas Cove to 2 4A state championship appearances. RG3 went on to play for Baylor, where he became the first and only Bear to win the Heisman Trophy. And still to this day, he holds 20 different records. 3-time Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes is also a part of the 2025 Hall of Fame class as he made an appearance in Waco this weekend. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.